Yo guys, it's Friday, that means Jersey Concept Day. Let's get into it. I've got a new designer for you, one that we've never looked at before, at least not that I can remember. I mean, my memory isn't that great. It's about as good as a toaster, but I'm pretty sure that we have not looked at this designer before on the channel, so it's a really good day. It's an amazing thing to see a designer submit multiple things, and then you see like their first submission, and then when they submit again the second time, it's always better. And then sometimes the third time, if we look at them, it's like, wow, like this designer has improved so much. Again, it's just awesome. But this is a rare one, it seems, recently on the channel, looking at a new designer. So I'm pumped for this one. He submitted, I think it was 32. I don't actually, it was at least 31. I'm not sure if there's a Seattle one in here or not. But yeah, some good stuff in here. I'm hoping. I haven't seen it. Okay, well, technically I've seen one when he actually submitted them and I vetted it. I don't remember what one it was, but we're going to react to these, you and I together, look at them for the first time and have some fun. I'll say this, graphic designers, specifically Jersey Concept designers, you may want to make sure that you're subscribed, and you may want to make sure that you have the notification bell turned on, because next week I have an announcement, and you may have an opportunity to get one of your designs, something that you've created, as a real item, sent to your door. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I'll see you September 1st for the announcement. All right, if you guys want to come up with concepts exactly like you're going to see here, you can get the template that Drake used over at sportstemplates.net, and then you can use code POST2POST, save yourself 10%. Most people buy the jersey template. It's just a given, okay? That's the relationship that I have with my community and the fans, but I'm telling you guys, there are so many other templates on the site. Like, you don't just have to get the jersey one. There are goalie helmets, there are center ice designs, there are puck designs. There are so many actual templates that no one has submitted a full set for, and I would love to see it. It doesn't have to be hockey either. It could be soccer. It could be soccer balls, hoodies or sweaters, footballs. There are so many incredible templates on the site. I would love to see something different come in from a couple of you. And speaking of that, I actually have a couple of sets from people that have sent in that aren't Jersey Concepts. So again, even if you're not a designer, even if you're not a graphic designer, not a concept designer, if you're just a viewer and you just appreciate the Jersey Concepts, you may want to make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new, because there's going to be some really interesting sets coming out that aren't jerseys, so stay tuned for that. All right, let's get into this. I will start this off. I believe they're in alphabetical order. Let's go Anaheim. Ooh, look at that blue. What an interesting start. No green or teal, however you want to classify it. No purple. Sticking with the orange. Black. Man, that blue looks pretty good. That blue and the orange looks good with the black. I actually really like this. I don't necessarily know if I like the design of the jersey as far as the striping and the bottom and stuff, but I think Drake has picked an incredible combination of colors here. Like that specific shade of blue with that specific shade of orange. It's almost like a desaturated orange peel kind of. Like, you ever get an orange that's not super, super bright orange and it's almost been like faded in the sun a little bit? That's the orange. And it looks really good with that blue. And I guess, sorry, at the bottom, it's maybe he doesn't go by Drake online, but White Blizzard. That's the designer today. Next up, Coyotes. Okay, we've been seeing a couple of these recently. The combination between the home jersey and the Kachina. Are they going to change it up a little bit? There's still rumors out there as I'm filming this, but this is well done. Look at the texture around the collar. That is implemented as well in the striping down below. The shoulder patch is very complementary to the rest of the jersey. This is very nice. This is a great start. I like it. Okay, next is the Bruins. No brown. I like to see that, but we got some gray or silver in there. And it actually doesn't look too bad. It modernizes the jersey a little bit more. The shoulder patch, we're used to that. Yeah, I don't know. The collar being, I guess it balances nicely. Might be one of those things that I actually prefer. If you're going to go with a simplistic design with just the B in the front, which is a great decision by Boston, I don't know if you need to modernize that. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. I have to come back to this one. Okay, the Buffalo. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. We've seen concepts like this similar in the past. They got the goat head on there. You got the butter knives on the shoulder. The perfect colors. Look, it looks good in the reverse retro. It really does. But we need the black and the red back. Like that's kind of what we want. Not the same striping as that original jersey, but pretty close. I like this one. Next up, Calgary. Kind of a mix between the retro alternate, which is now the official home jersey, and Blasty. The Blasty striping design on there but on kind of the retro jersey, but with Blasty on the shoulders. This is a really smart decision. I actually don't mind it. I think I prefer the retro home as it is. This isn't bad by any means though. Like if they came out with an alternate, I guess they wouldn't, because this would be way too close to the home, so they would never do it. It's a really interesting kind of mix between the two jerseys by White Blizzard, aka Drake. Next, Carolina. Ooh, this reminds me a lot. Okay, guys, I'm not sure if you saw the leaked photos of, or actually more than photos, they actually were selling it some places. The Carolina Hurricanes had their Stadium Series jersey, I think it was, all made and ready to go, and then it got canceled or delayed rather. So the jersey exists. It's kind of out there. Like you can maybe not buy it now, but you could buy it, and there's pictures of it. There's definitely pictures of it. And if you've seen it, I'm wondering if you're gonna have the same reaction that I have, which is, hey, that looks kind of similar in a way. Not identical by any means, but just similar as for some of the elements. I don't mind it. It is definitely not my favorite that I've seen. There's so much color in all of the jersey, but to then have no color in the logo itself, it just, I don't know, I kind of miss the color in the logo. I wish the life was kept in that. Next up, we got Chicago. Oh man, this is perfect. If you think about the Chicago Blackhawks home jersey and how the striping is, it's very similar to this, if not exactly identical. The bottom and on the arms. The shoulder patches are a little bit different. So picture the home jersey, but with different shoulder patches, which you see here, and then black instead of red. That's basically what this jersey is. The logo itself is a little big and I think a little low. So if we move that up, and I feel like this is exactly what a lot of Chicago fans want. They want that black alternate jersey, but they don't want something like super, super crazy, I don't think. This would be perfect. This would be the perfect alternate jersey. I really, really like this. This is one of the best Chicago concepts I've ever seen. Colorado is next. I mean, if you know me, then you already know what I'm going to say. This is amazing. It's very close to their alternate now, which is my favorite jersey of all time. So I can't not like this. Well done. Next is Columbus. Ooh, the cut off right above the belly button. That makes it look like such a uniform kind of style. That's an odd perception though for a hockey jersey. Would the pants be red here or blue? I'm just trying to when I see these concepts in these jerseys, I try and think of how it would look with the entire uniform, and I think this one might blend a little bit with the pants oddly, but I kind of like everything other than the middle bottom of the jersey. I like the chevrons on the arms there. I like the numbers on the shoulders. I like the logo, obviously the cannon, and then the stars down here. I think it's just the bottom middle. Next up is Dallas. I mean, Drake is nailing it here. White Blizzard, rather. He just knows what the people want. Like Dallas Stars fans, and not even Stars fans, regular hockey fans like myself, we want this 90s style jersey to come back. Dallas, are you listening? You came out with the alternate, the neon glow in the dark one, which was great. It's fine. You came out with the reverse retro, odd jersey, very odd jersey. Not a lot of people liked it. It's to the point now where it was so bad that people want it because it's so bad. I kind of want it because it's so bad. So how have you gone through two jerseys where you've missed an opportunity? This needs to come back. Maybe not this exactly. I would prefer to see the exact version of the 90s jerseys come back, but this needs to come back. Like, we want this to come back. Please make it happen with Adidas. Next, we got Detroit. I mean, this isn't too far off from their home jersey. You've added some striping in the background, obviously. The shoulder patch is, I've said this the past couple of videos, it's unrealistic for Detroit Red Wings. There's only 1 or 2 years where they've actually used shoulder patches in their history, so it's very rare. I don't think we're going to see that on, probably not going to see that on a jersey of theirs, unless it's like a specific, like maybe Winter Classic. I don't think he branded this set. If he did, I apologize. It'll be in the title, but it's an okay jersey. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's just, I would say just average for me. Okay, next is the Edmonton Oilers. Very close to their home, but also taking some styling from that alternate a little bit. This is definitely nicer than their current home jersey, and by current I mean previous season, so last season rather. This is nothing wrong with this. I like it. I like it more than the home jersey. That's what I'll say. Okay, Florida. Interesting. The shoulder design isn't rounded. It's almost like the shape of like a wing or like a bat wing or something. It just kind of like crowns, like it comes in and then, you know what I mean? Like it just, was I doing that wrong? Anyway, You know what I mean? So I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think I like it or dislike it. It's just an observation, I guess. And then the striping kind of mimics the shape of the shoulders coming down. Starts flat and then kind of bends down a little bit. So that is helps balance the jersey. It's complementary to one another. I don't know if I necessarily like it though. It's not one of the best Florida concepts I've seen. There's nothing I really dislike about it though. Again, maybe just kind of an average jersey. Next up, LA. Yes. If we're not getting the reverse retro or the white version and then the reverse retro as the official home and away, maybe they're considering something else. But hopefully they're considering bringing the color back, the gold and the yellow. This would be awesome. This would be a really good brand for them. Like, this is fantastic. Using a logo that they've used in the past, or at least a variation of it. This is great. I'm not sure about how thick that collar is though, but other than that, man, that's a strong jersey. Next up, Minnesota. Ooh, I would say this is the first one I actually don't like. I think having different shoulder patches on there, while I like them individually, it offsets the jersey so it's not balanced properly, in my opinion. The swatch here that holds the numbers, that color of red, that's okay. Like, lots of teams do that. Pittsburgh does that. Vegas does that. Not on this jersey, obviously, but the home and the away. I think what loses me, other than the mix matched shoulder patches, is the bottom. Those trees down there. So while it's not uniform and it changes the scene as it goes along, it doesn't feel right for the NHL. Is the best way I can put it. Montreal. Ooh, that's a very cool shoulder patch. I actually really, really like that shoulder patch up there. And then also the fleur-de-lis is represented just a little bit transparent in the striping. That really modernizes the jersey, does it not? This isn't my favorite concept that I've seen, but this is a really strong attempt to try and modernize the Montreal Canadiens jersey to make it a little bit more youthful in a way. I feel like the logo is a little low though. I'm talking like not a lot, but just a little bit. Just feels low, approaching the belly button area maybe. Okay, next is Nashville. This is awesome. I think this is the one that I vetted, and because this looks very familiar, so I think I've seen maybe this one before. This is great. I don't mind the yellow in Nashville's brand. Like, I'm okay with it. I just prefer having that as a secondary or tertiary color. I much prefer using their blue, which is an amazing shade of blue. I know it's abundant in the NHL. There's all kinds of teams that use it, but still, it's used a lot because it's popular, because it's nice, and Nashville pulls it off nice when they use it. And this is a really good example that if they could pull it off like this would be very popular around the community. Next is the Devils. Again, I kind of feel like I've seen this one in the past as well. This is okay. I feel like if they're going to do a dark jersey, I don't know if they're going to replicate their current brand as far as the shoulders or maybe even the striping in the arms and stuff. I feel like they might go something totally new. Maybe more of a two-tone jersey, kind of like the Edmonton Oilers did. And what was the other team that did that? Can't remember, but you know what I mean. All right, next up, Islanders. Oh, baby. This is it, is it not? This is the fisherman jersey. A lot of concept designers do, they bring back the fisherman in their designs. You want to know why? Because people freaking love it. It's awesome. This thing's freaking amazing. This has to come back. There's not a thing I change about it. Let's go. Next, Rangers. Ooh. So if you're familiar with the Rangers away jersey, they use the striping kind of on the front like it is here, but they don't do it on the home jersey like this. Seeing it on the home jersey, I like it a lot. I think that complements the home jersey more, and also obviously changing the logo is the big thing. Taking the Rangers off and putting the Lady Liberty on there. Honestly, this is an ideal home jersey for me for the Rangers. I really, really like this a lot. This feels very plausible. Next up, we got Ottawa. I mean, he's just nailing these. Like, just there's no missed swings. It's just like dunk, dunk, dunk. He just knows. He knows what we want. He knows what the community wants. He knows what hockey jersey collectors want. This is it. Ottawa has their heritage jersey in Reebok years, which looks kind of similar to this in a way. This is in their brand. They need something like this. They need this to come back. The 100 Classic, which happened in the first year or whatever it was against Montreal, it wasn't enough. It wasn't exactly what we wanted, or the majority of people wanted. So I would love to see Ottawa come back with something like this. And now that they've gone with their new brand, which a lot of people really like, think about how complimentary this specific jersey would be as an alternate. It would be perfect. Ottawa, do it. Next up, Philly. Philly with a stripe in the back. I think it's okay. Now, I have a big gripe with this. Look at the thickness of the white stripes in the middle, above and below, obviously, in the orange in between. And then look at the thickness of the neck. And I think if you're going to put that thick of a neck on there, there has to be at least a stripe somewhere else in the jersey to kind of replicate that thickness. And right now, it's just too thick for me. And that is exactly what she said. It's an okay jersey. I'd maybe just even make the white stripes here a little bit thicker, or maybe consider making this a different color completely. Next up, the Pittsburgh Penguins with some bridges on the shoulder. Very transparent. I like the neck area. I like how you have it kind of stopped, kind of like how Chicago does. You got the best logo ever on the front. I don't think I like the shoulders. I think I maybe prefer it without the bridge texture in there. I love the fact that Pittsburgh has a ton of bridges there. I've never been, but I've always wanted to go and just stand there and look at the bridges. There's just, I like that stuff, but I don't think I like it implemented like it is here on the jerseys. So those gone, I like it a lot. Okay, next up, San Jose. Ooh, I really like the extra orange that's going on in here. I like the orange striping. It feels obviously slightly more busy than a couple of their other jerseys that they've used in the past. The shoulder patch being non-symmetrical makes the jersey feel unbalanced, although it's technically not. But that having that fin go one way, but go opposite ways because of the placement on the shoulder, makes it feel a little awkward. But I like this jersey. Like this would be a very nice alternate jersey. I'm thinking about their black alternate from the Reebok years, which I would love to have, but I don't. It reminds me of that, but maybe a little bit more lively version of that. Next up, Seattle. Here we go. Look at the arms. What is that? What is that shape? I don't know if I like that shape. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just a random shape just to be different. I like the rest of the jersey. The logo in the middle, the bottom in the middle, the top, the shoulders look great. That shade of blue looks good. I like the collar. I think it's just, I think it's for me. I don't really like that shape on the arm, and I don't necessarily have a specific reason why, just a gut feeling. Okay, next up, St. Louis. Hey, this is all right. Using an off-white, I can't quite tell, but it might be white. Either way, it looks good. This feels very original blues. I can see them maybe coming out with something like this, but you have to consider the alternate that they have, which is very close to or identical, I guess, to the Reebok version of the Winter Classic. Yeah, I'm not sure from a branding and marketing perspective, it might be too close to what they already have in Adidas, so they may not consider something like this. Although, if they did, people would definitely buy it. Next is the Tampa Bay Lightning. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've seen this before. I don't know where or why or when, but I'm confident that I've seen this. Maybe it was just one like it. The collar to me is very aggressive. I don't think I would just have the same black collar. I love the logo in the middle. I love the shade of blue. I love the lightning bolts on the arms. I love the lightning bolts along the bottom. I love the fact that we got some more black, and the numbers are pretty cool too. They've got some actual got some of that bolt action going on. But I would definitely change the neck of that one. Next up, Toronto Maple Leafs. Oh, this is a really interesting design. Yeah, this one's not too bad. I don't love it, and I definitely don't hate it. Maybe like the Red Wings, kind of an average jersey design for me. I feel a little hesitant about the striping behind the logo being twice as thick as the stripe on the arm. But that's very very nitpicky there. Next up, Vancouver. Oh snap, a different version of the skate jersey, but with the orca recolorized as a shoulder patch. That looks good. I love the collar. I love the shoulders. I love the laces. I love the logo. I don't know if I like the numbers. I think the numbers might have to be yellow. Having the C being yellow and the numbers in red, I don't like the balance there. I think the numbers have to be in yellow, outlined in red possibly. And I don't think I like how thick the red striping is on the arms and on the bottom of the jersey. So I'd maybe shrink that down a little bit and change the color of the numbers. Okay, Vegas. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. I would say it's just kind of okay. This one doesn't excite me at all. I don't really dislike it, but I don't like it. Just kind of average like a couple of the other ones. Next up, Washington. Ooh. Oh, the balance. There's balance. Oh, how do I feel? The stars. What do I like more? Do I like the stars more on the shoulder because it's unique and interesting and special, or do I like the Screaming? How do I not like the Screaming Eagle? I gotta pick one. They can't both be on there. It feels too awkward. Oh, the eagle looks so good on there. And then the eagle has stars too. But having 4 individual patches, I guess, on the shoulder. Hey, I'm gonna go with the stars. I think I prefer the stars. That would be very beneficial to a jersey collector, to have a jersey that has kind of 4 individual star patches on the shoulder. That would be a really neat addition to any collection. So I'm going to go with the stars. Let's get more stars on the other shoulder. Let's remove the eagle, just have the stars on the shoulder. Makes it busy though, doesn't it? Makes it busy. The Capitals have a jersey like this in the Reebok years. I think it was maybe a Winter Classic. I actually have it. It's over there. I'm not going to go get it. I'm real lazy. But yeah, I like this one. Okay, next up, which I think is the last one, is Winnipeg, I believe. Yeah, Winnipeg. Oh, baby. So, a great thing has been announced by the Winnipeg Jets. If you guys don't know already, I mentioned it in a previous video. But the Jets are officially bringing back the heritage jersey that is similar to this, that they've already used. It's coming back as their official alternate next season, which is amazing. It is one of the best jerseys, probably top 5 for me in the entire NHL, and they're bringing it back. This is a good version of it. I would be 100% on board with this. I like the shoulders on this one a lot more than the current one. But yeah, I mean, knocked it out of the park. Okay, now I gotta pick a favorite. This is gonna be difficult. Give me a minute. I was gonna pick the Islanders because it's the fisherman. Like, that's the one I like the most because I want it the most. But that's the most obvious answer, and I've done that in previous ones. So I'm actually not going to choose that as my favorite. I'm going to choose, sorry Islanders fans, I'm going to choose the Rangers. I think White Blizzard here has done the perfect job giving kind of the people what they want. I know there's a lot of people that like the Rangers down the front, and that's great. But if we had a home jersey that had the Liberty back on it and had those stripes on the front, like, to me, this is just kind of like the perfect home jersey for the Rangers, and I would love it if it existed. So although it was a tough decision to kind of go through them all and pick one, easy decision for putting this in the top 2 or 3 for me, and ultimately making it the top one, number 1 first overall. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I hope you guys are having an amazing start to your weekend. I'm actually going to be traveling this weekend, going to PEI. So I'm filming this on a Thursday. You'll see this on a Friday, obviously. But by the time you see this, I'll actually be in PEI, I believe. And I will be there till Sunday afternoonish, coming home Sunday night. And then I'm also going to be in PEI, I think, the following weekend as well. I know people are going to ask, hey, you're going to film videos with the GOAT. I don't think so. Not this weekend, definitely. Maybe the following weekend. But it depends if I'm going camping. It depends on weather and stuff. So I'm not sure. But there's still going to be videos releasing this weekend. I have some scheduled. And there's going to be videos releasing next weekend as well. I don't have those filmed yet, but I will be filming them this coming week and scheduling them. And like I said, make sure you're subscribed, and make sure you check the YouTube app or the youtube.com/post2post on September 1st, or post-to-post productions rather. Anyways, you know how to find me. Find me on September 1st, because there's a video coming well, it's a contest, and there's a big prize, and then there's another prize, and then there's another prize. So keep an eye out for that, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Adios.